Have you ever opened a brand new project and just stared at the screen for ages because you didn't quite know where to start? I know I've been in this position many times, and one of the biggest hurdles to starting a new project is picking the perfect soundtrack for your video. When I started making videos, I would just pick music that I thought was cool, music that I liked, and I would completely disregard whether or not it suited the visuals or the emotion that I was going for in that video. But I used to over-edit my footage to make the song work when it didn't really work in the first place. But I learned over time that if I wanted to be taken seriously as a filmmaker, I had to put a lot more thought and care into the choice of my soundtracks. And so what I want to talk about today is how to pick the perfect soundtrack for your videos. But first up, we're going to be going for a bit of a skate session. This is exciting because I haven't actually gone for a skate in quite a while now. The first thing that I need to do is change over this deck. If you can't tell, this is like a collaboration between one of my favorite skateboard companies, Girl, and Kodak, which is one of my favorite photography companies. So I didn't really want to snap or destroy this deck. I think I'm just gonna replace it with a new one and then maybe hang it up on my wall or something like that, because I did actually take this board pretty much all the way around the world with me last year. So it does have some kind of sentimental value. All right, so the old deck's off, now to chuck on the new one. So this is totally not intentional, but the color of my hardware matches the color of the deck perfectly. How good is that? And if you're wondering what this is like the skateboarder's do everything tool. It's invaluable and I carry it with me everywhere. All right, so the new board is set up, time to get into it. Back home now after a pretty successful skate mission. First of all, I need to get some work done, so we're gonna head to the cafe, get a coffee, and smash through some edits. Hey, good, how are you? Awesome, man, how are you? Here are 3 tips that'll help you think about how to choose the perfect soundtrack. So the first one is emotion. Now, before you get started even shooting your film, you need to write down all of the emotions that you want your viewers to feel throughout each scene of the video. Some videos will have one consistent emotion throughout, so whether it's like motivated or inspired or happy. Some videos you're gonna have a range of emotions throughout depending on the scene. So maybe starting with suspenseful or surprise emotion and then ending with like a happy emotion. When you're listening to your potential soundtrack or song, make sure that you take note of the kinds of emotions that you're feeling as you're listening to it, and make sure that those align with the kinds of emotions you want your audience to feel when they watch the video. The second tip is pacing. Pacing goes hand in hand with emotion. They work together to create the overall feeling of your video. So the BPM, or the beats per minute in the song, is what you're looking for here. A song with a faster BPM is going to lend itself more to a faster paced edit. So all you need to do is determine whether the pacing of the song is going to match up with the ideal pacing of your video. The third tip is structure. The structure of a song can greatly impact the effectiveness of an edit. If you know that your video has a moment or a scene that needs to have great emotional impact, like when a bride and groom are announced husband and wife for the first time in a wedding, you know that you're going to need maybe a song with a big crescendo into that final chorus where there's this big moment in the song. Whether the song is crescendoing throughout, getting stronger and louder and faster, or whether there's, like a dip in energy in the middle, or there's a dip in energy at the end. You need to know the structure of that song so that it suits your edit perfectly. So definitely consider the structure of your edit and then pick a song that has a similar structure. You can also edit your songs by going in on the waveform and clipping out certain parts and then doing like a crossfade together to make it nice and seamless. But in my opinion, it's just better to pick a song with the right structure in the first place. And if you need to, you can come in and make changes later. Now, this video is not sponsored. However, I did want to let you guys know that I've been using MusicBed for all of my music, whether it's for these YouTube videos or commercial projects, since about 2013. And they've literally helped me build my business from zero to where it is today because of their amazing selection of music. So when MusicBed reached out to me and offered me to be part of their ambassador program, I was obviously super stoked. And they also have tools that make finding music for your projects much easier and way less time consuming. One of the best things about MusicBed is you can actually browse by mood, genre, even BPM, and you can also see like an audio waveform, so like a visual representation of what the structure might look like in the song. And if you guys use that special link that I'm going to be leaving down in the description below, you can get a free 30-day trial for MusicBed. In my opinion, MusicBed has some of the best licensable music available. Alright, so that's going to be a big hooroo from me for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below. Make sure you subscribe so you catch all my videos and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.